Hey, it's Wilsai here. Unwritten is a very powerful effect created by my friend Lyndon Hugabol. Lyndon is a young creative mind from Philippines. According to Lyndon, the effect is inspired from the classic on-shuffle effect. With Unwritten, you can make any message of your choice appear on the edge of the deck with no sleight of hand. I love this idea because as long as you have the gimmick on you, you can prepare the customized message on the fly. You can even leave the cards to people as souvenir. It's a great finale to any routines. What you receive is a gimmick card precisely made. It's very durable, and with proper care it will last you for a long time. It appears to be one card, but there is an extended piece attached by transparent elastic right here. The front card is only positioned with clear tape, that way you can take it off and change into whatever card works best for your routine. And some people prefer Joker because at the end of the routine they'll just take out the Jokers and end clean. Let's take a look at how you can put it to use. The working is very simple. First, you need to decide what the revelation is and write it on the edge of the deck with a Sharpie. This goes into your palm side, that way they're not exposed prematurely. Position the gimmick on the bottom of the deck like so. Then buckle the bottom card like this with your middle and ring finger. Push out the gimmick until it goes against the edge of the deck and hold it there. Everything happens under your palm, so there's no angle issue. When you're ready to show the effect, rotate the deck and hold the deck like so. So all sharp corners are now covered in your fingertips. Holding it about an inch above the surface, let go. The flap will go into the gimmick card and reveal the message. Depending on how beat up your deck is, your side edge could be in slightly different color with the gimmick, but don't worry. Before people see the effect, they have no expectation of what is about to happen. It looks very innocent, and before anyone can notice the effect, it's already done. For the people who may find difficulty spending the last card to access the gimmick and push it out, an easier way is to do it with a half moon cutout. That way you can push out the gimmick directly. Just to quickly show you how to do your revelation on the side of the deck properly. First, before you write it, it's recommended that you put a piece of rubber band on the side of the deck like this. This way, everything is secure in position. Then, use a Sharpie, don't use a pen. When you write, it's very important that you don't stop writing, you don't pause. Right before you write, figure out what you wanted to write, what the message is first, and roughly estimate how much space you need for each character. Once you start writing, don't pause. Now that's a good example of how to do it properly. Here's another example of a bad one. As you can see, the revelation is not nearly as nice as when you can do it properly, because when I did this, I paused a little bit and the ink seeped through. Here's a quick demonstration of how you use the half moon cutout gimmick in exposed view. So what's happening is right now you don't have to do the buckle anymore. You can just push out the gimmick like so to the side of the deck and hold it with your pinky. Everything happens underneath your hand, so it's seamless. Now whenever you're working with the half moon cutout gimmick, always remember to grab the deck like this. That way the gimmick is not prematurely exposed. Once you establish the effect, all you need to do is to get rid of one card, and the rest is fully examinable and can be given out as a souvenir. You can ditch in your pocket, put it back to the case and leave it. There are many ways to do it. If you are relatively new to Magic, here's a very simple way to clean up. You can replace the front card of your received gimmick with a joker. At the end of your routine, you can casually put away both of the jokers. What I like to do is to jot down a fake phone number on the gaff joker, so at the end, when I give the deck away, it's more motivated to remove the joker because it's an item you would naturally want to keep. If you choose to go with the recommended cleanup, here's how you will replace the card with any card or a joker. Now, for obvious reason, first you need clear tape and you will need a joker. Now let's do it. First, take the gimmick, open it up, and peel the top first card off along with the tape and replace that with a joker. And of course, in this situation, you need the joker to be face down and use tape. I use Scotch tape. Take out a good length of the tape. Tape it right there. And match the two cards to the best of your ability, like that. And give it a good press. Now you have a gimmick with the joker. Now that we have the joker successfully replaced, if you wanted to give more motivation to the final cleanup move, all you have to do is to write down your girlfriend's phone number or a fake phone number, so at the end of the routine, when you're doing the cleanup and put the card away, it's more motivated. If you are a more experienced magician, here is a more advanced cleanup handling for you. Once you produce the message in spectator's hand, I'm using a red gimmick here just to show you the move. I like to pick up from 2/3 of the deck down and start dribbling. That way, first I can show them that the card is not attached or whatsoever. You can also create a very messy pile in their hand. So when you naturally pick it up and square the deck for them, that's when you can cop the card away like that. And obviously you will give the deck back to them. Now think about it for a moment. You've produced a message in their hand. They react to your magic. All they remember is this, still in their hand. This is a very strong moment of magic because when you introduce the gimmick and when the gimmick is gone, they're not involved in the process, or at least not in their memory. So that's the more advanced cleanup from written. For this particular effect, obviously you can have any message as a revelation from the side of the deck. But if you're working with a, let's say, a prediction card, here is a good way to force the card. I would start by placing the force card on top of the deck. And this is very important. Before you even write the message, you have to figure out which card you're about to use. Because let's say if you just write any random card, and after you already have the prediction written, you'll actually be pulling a card out of the deck, and you will see the side of the card being marked by Sharpie, which is something you don't want. So here's what you want to do in a force. First, have the force card on top of the deck like that. Run your thumb down the deck. That's what we call the riffle. Have your spectator call stop right there. Do a swing cut, which is holding the card like that, and with your index finger, swing the top half out, like so, placing your remaining deck right there, halfway, and push with your ring finger, push the top card out. In the process, you're creating the illusion of pushing out the card that they randomly stop you at. Full speed looks like this. One more time. Say stop right there. Perfect. And at this point, you wanted to drop the card and reposition the deck back to its original order, because remember, for the revelation, if you accidentally cut the deck, it will look completely different. That's why when you force the card like so, When you swing the top pile out, you want to replace the top pile back to its original order. Of course, this is done very casually. Toss the car, put back, like that. So that's how you force the car, without disturbing the order and obviously your revelation. If you're really new to Magic, here's how you do a swing cut. First, you want to hold the deck with your middle finger and thumb, like so. With your index finger, bring up a portion of the car and extend your index finger like so. Now you can catch the pile with your other hand, complete the cut like so. That's what we call a swing cut. Now in this case, when you riffle down, they can pull out anytime they want. So you stop at a position and with your index finger, pick up everything above the brake, the space in between the riffle, do a swing cut over, push the top car out. Now you have successfully forced a car, in this case the 8 of heart. Full speed, so you stop anywhere you like, perfect, right there. That's your car. Why don't you keep the car? So at this point, you give them the car and you want to reposition the top pile back on top of the deck like that, so you don't disturb the order of your revelation. Now at this point, apparently you don't know what the car is actually. You show the card to them as you force them. And obviously, I'm showing the force card to the camera, but at this point, as a performer, I'm not looking at the card. So now you would give them a apparently unknown card to you, reposition everything back. Now you're ready to execute the revelation. Now what if your thread breaks? If you go to any fabric shops, you will find those elastic threads like the one we use. Sometimes they're not in transparent color, they're in black or green color, but it's okay because for this trick in particular, the working happens inside of 2 cards. So it doesn't matter what color they are, and the back of this card will be underneath the deck. This is the side that they'll never see. However, it's very hard for us to show you what the right tension is through a video clip because that's something you have to gain from the experience of actually tying a lot of them. I would strongly recommend that you pick up a refill package from us to save you a lot of time that you would spend in trial and error and trying to figure out what the right tension is. As you can see, Unwritten is a short and sweet trick with tons and tons of applications. Hope you'll have lots of fun with it. This is Wosai. I'll see you next time. Oh wait, Mochi's trying to tell us something. Yeah, also check out other Sense My product. So cheesy.